This is part 2 of the Douglas Walsh trial. Now Fred Franz, then Vice President of the Society, is going to answer questions for the attorney for the Ministry of Labor and National Service.
In addition to these regular publications, do you prepare and issue a number of theological pamphlets and books from time to time?
Yes.
Can you tell me this? Are these theological publications and the semi-monthly periodicals used for discussion of statements of doctrine?
Yes.
Are these statements of doctrine held to be authoritative within the Society?
Yes.
Is their acceptance a matter of choice, or is it obligatory on all those who wish to be and remain members of the Society?
It is obligatory.
The British government councillor later directed attention to certain teachings that the Society had in time rejected, including some involving specific dates. What, he asked, if someone, at the time when such teaching was promulgated, had seen the error in it and had therefore not accepted it? What would the organization's attitude towards such one be? The testimony explains.
Did Pastor Russell not fix 1874 as some other crucial date?
1874 used to be understood as the date of Jesus' second coming spiritually.
Do you say, used to be understood?
That is right.
That was issued as a fact which was to be accepted by all who were Jehovah's Witnesses.
Yes.
That is no longer now accepted, is it?
No.
But it was a calculation which is no longer accepted by the board of directors of the Society.
That is correct.
So that am I correct? I am just anxious to canvass the position. It became the bounden duty of the witnesses to accept this miscalculation.
Yes.
So that what is published as the truth today by the Society may have to be admitted to be wrong in a few years.
We have to wait and see.
And in the meantime the body of Jehovah's Witnesses have been following error.
They have been following misconstructions on the Scriptures.
Error.
Well, error.
Again the question as to how great the authority attributed to the Society's publications is came in for discussion. While at one point the Vice President says that one does not compulsorily accept, his testimony thereafter reverts back to the earlier position, as can be seen.
These Watchtower Society books give an exposition on the whole Scriptures.
But an authoritative exposition.
They submit the Bible or the statements that are therein made, and the individual examines the statement and then the Scripture to see that the statement is scripturally supported.
He what?
He examines the Scripture to see whether the statement is supported by the Scripture. As the Apostle says, prove all things. Hold fast that which is good.
I understood the position to be, do please correct me if I am wrong, that a member of the Jehovah's Witnesses must accept as a true scripture and interpretation what is given in the books I referred you to.
But he does not compulsorily do so. He is given his Christian right of examining the Scriptures to confirm that this is scripturally sustained.
And if he finds that the Scripture is not sustained by the books, or vice versa, what does he do?
The Scripture is there in support of the statement. That is why it is put there.
What does a man do if he finds a disharmony between the Scripture and those books?
You will have to produce me a man who does find that. Then I can answer, or he will answer.
Note Franz is waffling. He is unwilling, even under oath, to admit that present understanding can be in error, even though he just finished testifying that what is published as truth today may be error in a few years.
Did you imply that the individual member has the right of reading the books in the Bible and forming his own view as to the proper interpretation of Holy Writ?
He comes.
Would you say yes or no, and then qualify?
No. Do you want me to qualify now?
Yes, if you wish.
The Scripture is there given in support of the statement, and therefore the individual, when he looks up the Scripture and thereby verifies the statement, then he comes to the scriptural view of the matter. Scriptural understanding as it is written in Acts, the 17th chapter and the 11th verse, that the Bereans were more noble than those of Thessalonica and that they received the word with all readiness, and they searched the Scripture to see whether those things were so, and we instruct to follow that noble course of the Bereans in searching the Scripture to see whether these things were so.
A witness has no alternative, Has he to accept as authoritative and to be obeyed instructions issued in the Watchtower, or the informant are awake?
He must accept those.
Thank you for watching. Any comment would be greatly appreciated. For Jehovah Witnesses, good luck, because I am sure they would not believe to this, but that is how it is in the devil's world. According to Watchtower, the truth hurts.